Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Hardcore Explosives Only. I'm Zyzix. This is our protagonist Hardcore Pete, our friends Arcade Gannon and Eddie, and today we're gonna head over to the
We won't go
tops.
quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Yeah, good for you, mate. Out of the way. Today we're gonna head over to the tops and confront Benny. Yeah, we're gonna finally see how that plays out. So here's the tops. The signs over there, it kind of shows how they didn't want to have that wall and load zone, or even that one. It was all supposed to be one big one because the sign's there, even though the building's over here. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, see what happens.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Sure, here you go.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
Um, what is there to do here?
Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Aces Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out.
Cool, goodbye.
Have a good time, baby.
Might go check out the Aces. Are you the guy I need to talk to? Yeah, Swank.
Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Tops. And what can I do for you today?
Yeah, here we go. I think you should know something about Benny.
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me?
I've got evidence that Benny tried to kill me and stole the platinum chip from me.
Whoa, hey now, kid. That's some kind of serious charge you're dropping. You want to be real careful what you say next.
Look, I found these cigarette butts by the grave he buried me in.
Huh. Well, yeah, okay, these are Benny's brand, and they ain't too common. You got anything else?
Here, take a look at this note that I found in Novak that we got last episode.
That's pretty shady, yeah. Could be Benny's up to no good. Could be this is somebody else altogether. What else you got?
Okay, what about how I found his lighter in Boulder City? He dropped it when he tried to kill his partners.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. Still, not exactly a ton of proof. Got anything else, kid?
Oh, well that's it. What do you think?
Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk, trying to play house like that. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key, it's on the 13th floor. It's a room with the double doors, can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested.
We don't have time for that. I need to take him out right now.
Take him out? Jesus. Okay, well, if you think that's the best way to deal with this, I'll send him up to his room, you can ambush him there. And don't worry about the rest of the chairman. I'll keep him from getting involved. You'll still have to watch out for Benny's guards, though.
Okay, I'll do it.
Here's your stuff back. In case Benny don't go quiet, you dig? I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators are past the slot machines on your right.
Now, do we see Benny actually... Because normally, Benny's hanging out there. But it looks like he's just teleported. Yeah, and he's... So basically, he's instantly teleported and his guards are now dispersing. Because yeah, if you just walk in or don't have all the evidence to convince Swank, Benny's just hanging out here. Not really a high roller yet. But alright, let's go deal with Benny upstairs in his suite. Probably easier, less collateral damage. Although, given how far back they were, these two are the closest other NPCs. If I was like hucking explosives at the wall, They might be
Yeah,
okay.
there's the high roller. Morning. Hello.
Oh, well, we've made the decision to send him up to his suite. You look unique, or is it just the fact you've got platinum blonde hair compared to everyone else that makes you stand out? Probably.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Inaccessible. There we go. Elevator to the 13th floor. Are these guys cool with me while I'm up here? Yeah, I think it's only once I start busting in doors that they'd get a bit upset at me. But they're just kind of hanging out. They're almost like, we're not getting involved. Alright. Easy done, easy done.
Let's move on.
They don't even care. Thank you very much, Benny, my man. Let's have a look around. One of those first aid kits. But a lot of just cash. Oh, there we go. Salesman Weekly. That'll help. I think that's the only thing. And yes, man!
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
What are you doing here?
Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Yes, man? What kind of name is that?
It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
Have you seen this platinum chip before?
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there.
Cool. What was Benny planning on doing with the chip?
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told.
You're very forthcoming with all that information.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Say I wanted to take over New Vegas myself. What then?
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to. But hey, not my fault I can't say no.
So, Benny reprogrammed a Securitron all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
Somebody from Old Mormon Fort, maybe Julie Farkas even. So what are the details of the plan?
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Cool.
Come back later if you need anything.
Alright, you can just hang out there for now. And while I'm walking around Vegas, yeah, nice and snazzy. That's what I'm talking about. And we should probably take that off because they said keep that stuff to ourselves. Alright, let's go back to Mr. House.
Whoa! Watch out!
I'm gonna ring your bell, creep.
What? Oh, bodyguard, right. Benny's... I didn't think they would still be mad at me. Or how do they even know I killed him? That's a better question. Alright then, moving right along.
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Kaiser will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
You again? How'd you find me? As in, you were the guy from Nipton that told me all about their crimes and what you did to them at Nipton.
I am the greatest of Kaiser's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip.
If this is a trap, I'm gonna take a lot of you with me.
The mighty Kaiser has bestowed upon you his mark and guaranteed safe conduct. If he wanted you dead, you would be dead already.
I doubt it.
Seek Kaiser by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Kursorlu Kulus will be waiting.
So, Mr. House doesn't care that one of Caesar's most notorious Legion spies is walking around on the Strip. Either that or his Securitron's AI is too primitive to recognize the threat. Neither answer is particularly comforting.
It's a decent point. Do you have anything to say?
What's up? It could be better.
Nope, just the same thing you were saying before. Okay. Well, while we're here at the Strip, let's go say hi to Ambassador Crocker. He wanted us to say hi to him a while ago. So we'll come down here and come over here to the embassy.
You received my message. Good. I realize that it may seem a little strange that I'm contacting you, considering your reputation. But I have a business proposition I'd like to discuss with you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to keep this as simple as possible so we don't waste each other's time. The NCR is in a bit of a tight spot with all that's going on with Mr. House and the Legion. And despite your reputation and previous actions with the NCR, we could use your help.
I think he's saying that because, like, I'm a smiling troublemaker or something like that. It's just because your dumbass people keep getting caught up in my explosions and dying, but whatever. You have my attention. Please go on.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munition stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
I'll find and talk to them.
Much appreciated. Once you've talked to them, come back and let me know if they will help us.
I'd like to know more about the NCR.
I can provide a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR army into the Mojavian force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition. Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty recognized Mr. House's sovereignty over the Strip and granted us rights to establish military bases at the dam and McCarran Airport. The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the Strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the Strip. Once on the Strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House's Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence. Our troops enjoy a different status. It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the Strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post, and the first, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion once and for all.
Go on.
Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble, but that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress.
So yeah, like Hal said a while back when we talked to him, when he sensed the NCR coming into the area, he took action, and that was like 10 years ago. I think it's 2283, like late 83, October, November when we start the game. So roughly 10 years since Vegas has been up and running with the NCR and everything. So for about 200 years, House just kind of sat around and did nothing. Well, not did nothing, but quietly planned and prepped. And now, it's been a long time, but I think it's finally time we play a game of Caravan. Let's do this.
I always have time for a good game of Caravan. I hope you're up to the challenge.
1,000 caps, or 1,003, but that's a good amount. Let's get this show on the road. That is a decent opening hand. Actually, that's really good. I can do a lot with that. Actually, I'm just deciding if I want to put the clubs or the spades down, because they're both clubs and spades. Go with the spade, because the 6 is lower. It's likely I want to turn it around with that. Let's just try and get this one complete. Oh, he's gonna be like that. Okay, he just wasted 2 kings doubling that 10. But yeah, see how it's at 48 now because it went to 20 and then doubled it again. But he can have that one. Ooh, okay. Oh, actually, yeah, because if I drop a 10 down, it might be slightly inoptimal. But then if I put a joker on my 10, that should remove this 10 that's, you know, messing up this one, but also his 10 will take a hit. So it helps save mine and then messes up his track. Yeah, nice. I'm not thrilled at the cards I've got in my hand now. Although we can use the clubs and do that. He's got 1-8. You know what? I might just have to be mean. Two, not great. Again. I had such a good starting hand, and now it's just plummeted. Oh, yep, but I can turn that one around. Nope, okay. You know what, I see that he's got 2 9s, so why don't I just try and hurt his stuff a bit. And then if I put that... Why would he do that? He just made that track unsellable. Alright, so I'm good for these ones. Good for these two. All I need to do is boost this one. Ooh, actually, 5 of clubs. Didn't even notice that. That should put me at, what, 22, which would make all 3 of mine sold for the win. Yeah! And that was a clean, perfect win, too. All 3 of my caravans sold. Nice. Thank you, Ambassador Crocker. And here we go, on the other side of the building, in what looks like the, you know, mess room, cafeteria, whatever. Private Jake Irwin.
Aren't you the guy that was shooting up the tops? Guess you must have some special deal with House to be able to do that and not get in trouble.
I mean, kind of. I shot 1 missile and didn't shoot it up. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, how about a double dose of Caravan for this episode since it's been so long? Want to play Hand of Caravan, Private Jake?
Bring it on, buddy.
52. That is a significant drop compared to Ambassador Crocker, but that's okay. We're here for the thrill of the game. Oh wait. Yeah, one should be okay with that. Yeah. Okay, not too bad to start with either. Keep the 7 of hearts. $23, easy done. And I can 17. Okay, he's just building that one up. I mean, I can just hurt that one really quickly. Ooh. 17 on that one. And we'll just drop a spade there to make it 21. And to secure the victory, well, not secure the victory, but 24. Oh, he pushed his above, but I got a king, which I can use to double my 8 for a clean sweep victory. 9 out of 0. Well, 9 to 0 losses. 9 wins to 0 losses. That's what I meant to say. We're doing pretty good. Winnings to date, 3,334. And basically a third of that was from the previous match to this, Ambassador Crocker. Awesome.
Heard you snuffed that Benny guy. Good riddance. Guy was a scumbag.
Yeah, I did. Thanks, mate.
Sir.
I'm not sure why that random NPC is one of the caravan players, but he is. So yeah, moving right along. Let's go back to Mr. House.
Just the place.
Yeah. We'll go back to Mr. House and inform him we've dealt with Benny and got the platinum chip, because we don't need to get rid of him until later. Like, the NCR will ask us to get rid of him after we deal with the boomers. House will ask us to go to the fort to talk to Caesar, and then after we go there, Caesar will ask us to deal with House. We're still a little bit away before we have to fully decide what side we're going with. But hey, you're Sarah, right? Yeah, Sarah. But I'm not here to talk to you right now. We are here to grab the strip snow globe, because we're going to go up to see Mr. House, and we're over at this side of Vegas, so we may as well do it. I believe the strip snow globe is actually in Sarah's bedroom, so it's best to not have her around. You pretty much should just be able to come straight down here to this area, take a left, go over here, and then it's one of these doors that's locked, I believe. Yep, this one. Bust it open, and it's right there on the bedside table. Again, the collectible, the snow globe, isn't stealing, but everything else in this room is naughty naughty. That's okay. And then we can just head right back out. Alright, let's go back and talk to Mr. House. Okay, here we are. We'll just hand in the snow globe.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
I bet he is. I've got a snow globe for Mr. House's collection.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection.
Cool, thanks. Now, as a reminder, I am walking in wearing Benny's suit, so it should be pretty obvious I was successful in dealing with Benny. Hello, Mr. House.
So, Benny has been handled, and you've recovered the platinum chip. Let's have it.
Here you go.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
So, what happens next?
A great deal shall be happening. A cascade of events with you taking a central role. At the moment, however, all you need to do is take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level. You'll understand soon enough. Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would.
Binoculars.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now.
I've been regretting selling them. I'm going to
The
take those.
titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glassinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Free loot. I'm just gonna sell all that, except the binoculars, keeping those.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the strip.
Why show your hand like that? Now your enemies know what you're up to.
I'm surprised you can still underestimate me after everything you've seen. I haven't shown my hand. I've shown one card. I've given my enemies a single provocative datum upon which to fixate. They have no idea what other cards I'm holding. It's a strong hand, believe me. I dealt it to myself.
See, that sounds like you're cheating. Oh, I dealt it to myself. The house always wins. I mean, I know though. I do like how this guy just ran with that metaphor so hard. Like, you showed your enemies your hand, and he just ran with that entire metaphor so hard. He's really clever like that. So what happens next?
To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well.
Oh, he gave me back the platinum chip. I'm listening.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
You want me to kill Caesar?
Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me. I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one.
So what do you want me to do at Fortification Hill?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the platinum chip.
How do I open the hatch?
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the platinum chip and open sesame.
Sweet. What's inside the hatch?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking.
Alright then, Gandalf, you keep your secrets. What's my stake in all this?
I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that.
Good, good.
What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race.
Alright, I'll do as you ask.
Here, take the platinum chip again. You will need it. Upon arrival at the fort, it's likely that you'll be searched and the chip taken from you. Don't worry, it will come back to you.
Level 18, alright. How about we drop some in medicine, and we'll get that up to 65, so if I can get a magazine, I'll be at 75 and can do hard stuff, if needed. Okie dokie. It might very well be time to take that, but let's just make sure. Finesse, power, here and now. Mysterious stranger. Splash damage. See, I don't know if I want to get that or explosives first, because there's one rank of that, and then I can just pump explosives. Explosives expert. Get tagged, but I'll have enough skill points by the time I get to level 50, because that's the max level in this with all the DLC, to increase the skills that I want to 100. See, that's got one rank, but I need to take explosives. Actually, because I got my friends with me. Yeah, we'll go with demolition expert, not explosive expert. Demolition expert. And we'll get that up, then we'll get splash damage, and then just have fun. That's, what, 3 perks, and we'll be mid-20s. 3 more perks after this one, so 20, 22, 24. And then yeah, after that we just pick some fun ones. Alright. What's my quests even selected at the moment? Edie, my love. Okay, Friend under Caesar, that'll keep it directly on there. So that's a bit of a walk. Legion raiding camp, Wolfhorn Ranch. Clark Fields. I wouldn't mind passing by Nelson. I think that's around here though. We might fast travel to Wolfhorn Ranch once we get outside and make our way down to Cottonwood Cove. Okie dokie, here we are at Wolfhorn Ranch and time to head east. East towards the Legion. And of course there's red. Although now we got the Mark of Kaiser, we shouldn't be getting jumped by Legion assassins. At least that's something. But what are these things? Oh, it's just Bighorner. Okay. Pop, pop.
Here we go.
The others aren't even aggroing to me. That just feels mean now, so I'm just gonna leave those. I'm pretty sure that's Nelson. We've heard it mentioned by NCR and a whole bunch of other people. And I think that little camp is where the troops left from Nelson are hanging out. That's a lot of gunfire. Raided farmstead. Oh, it's the NCR taking on the Legion. Check it out. Binoculars. I feel like I should help that guy, but also I don't want to get the Legion mad at me after we just got on not kill on sight terms. Oh, well, he's dead anyway. Do you guys mind if I take some stuff? Just walking away. Cool, I'm gonna loot these guys and your friends. Okay, we're back. I realized I hadn't done any inventory management selling. I stopped off at the Lucky 38 to store and move some stuff around, but I needed to sell some stuff. So I quickly fast traveled away, sold the stuff I got from these guys and everything I had left, and just fast traveled back to the raided farmstead place. And now we're going to keep on going. Can I at least tag the location? He's going to run and talk to me, yeah?
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the strip.
There
Hang
we
on there,
go.
Traveler. You'll want to steer clear of this place. The whole town's irradiated to high hell.
If it's filled with radiation, why are you still here?
I was stationed at Camp Searchlight before the incident. I've since taken it upon myself to keep travelers away from the area.
What happened?
Some legionaries snuck into the camp and set off some kind of radiation bomb. I don't know where they got it, but it was damn effective. Killed almost everyone and turned the rest into ghouls.
How did you survive?
I was out on patrol at the time, so I wasn't in the camp when it happened. There were a few others with me after it happened, including some of my superiors. Between radiation poisoning and attacks by the Legion, they all died out.
How did the Legion even get in the camp?
I don't know, unfortunately. There may be clues somewhere inside the camp, but I'm not about to run in there to find out.
Can I ask you something else?
Sure.
Where should I go instead?
Head north toward Novak. Look for a big dinosaur. Can't miss it.
Why Novak?
Because it's a far safer place to be than here.
Fair enough. Alright, bye.
Sir?
So forget what I said about that being Nelson. I'm an idiot. It has been a few years since I played it. Like, I have decent memories of general stuff, but the exact specifics of some things, bit foggy. But that's alright. There's a red marker. I think it's just a random ghoul, because there's like a lot of ghouls in there. There's also right next to a non-red marker. This is when we... Okay, yep, so those will be ghouls. They got NCR soldiers' uniforms on, but they are in fact ghouls. And then there's one over here. Some over here. Oh, there they are. I just saw one move behind that car there. There he is. There he is. Put them out of their misery. That's why you aim for the legs. Because even if you miss, you're still likely to hit the ground close to them. Oh, there's more. Okay. I might need to have that ready, because if they're just over that hill, that could not be great positioning for me to fight them. Sneaky, sneaky. Seems a bit far out from the camp searchlight. Jeez, they're all over the place. Oh! That's one I might want to avoid. Also, I might want to... As cool as Benny's suit is, might be worth putting some armor on. Wait, where is he then? I can't even... Should be right in front of me. Unless he's somehow behind that rock? I don't know, man. Okay, I can see that one just fine. But that one just doesn't exist, apparently. Okay. And now, that one. Apparently it's too far for that. What about the ones over there? I got the high ground. That should be a decent angle on that one. Yep. It hurt him. At least knocked him down. Now I'm in caution. Oh, there's one.
Here we go.
Come on, get over the hill. Yeah, because you're at a weird angle. Got him. And then there's still just that mystery one. Alright. Do I want to deal with those ones? Yeah, sure, why not? While we're here. I mean, I am, in a sense, yeah, putting them out of their misery. These are NCR troopers that got turned to feral ghouls. This isn't something they'd want. I feel I am doing them some kind of a mercy, right? Oh. Well, it says ghoul trooper, not feral ghoul trooper, but... still, to attack on sight like that, that's not very nice. Oh. Why is that angry at me now? Thanks, Ganon. I didn't realize that would get angry at me, honestly. Let's see if I can get their attention at least. Okay, more and more keep popping up. Let's just make our way over to the fort. It's still a bit of a walk, isn't it? It's alright. Oh, we're not even going to the fort. We're going to Cottonwood Cove. But for now, we will call it an episode there. Thanks for hanging out with me and Hardcore Pete and Arcade Gannon and Eddie. And next time, we'll go into Cottonwood Cove and venture into the fort and meet with Caesar and go to the bunker under Fortification Hill and see what House wants us to do under there. Kept it all secret and everything. But until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Yes, I am.
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in?
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Dr. Hardcore Pete's diagnosis. A terminally low discussion of caps in this conversation. Dr. Hardcore Pete.
Ah, I see. I suppose I can give you some medical supplies for your efforts. I assure you they will be worth plenty of caps.
Alright, I'll do it.
Great. I'll have the medical supplies for you by the time you come back. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
Emily says you're working with her on bugging the Lucky 38. That information would be invaluable to our research if you can get it done.